I didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah. So is follower only.
Also
And,
checks out.
oh, okay, no. I could have sworn that there was a subscriber only chat.
Well,
Maybe
I
it's
don't
just.
have any subscribers.
Yeah,
So...
I was about to say maybe it's just not a thing that's available because you literally don't have any.
yeah, we'll get there eventually, probably. Who knows? Maybe.
Maybe.
Anyways, we are going to once more check in with the Fire Emblem One Iron Man Season 2. Um, this has not exactly been a great run, as you can probably tell by the tier list. We have our carries, we have our great people, we have our good people, we have our useful people, we have did nothing, and we have dead people.
Did you not save this tier list?
I don't actually know if you can. Oh, you can. Never mind. I'm just stupid. Oh god. Anyways, don't worry about it. If anything, it's more fun to manually go back and just like redo it every single time. Because like I really, it really stresses just how absolutely terrible this run has been so far. Having to put so many people into dead. Oh god, it's awful.
Yeah, but
So yes, there probably are way easier ways of doing this, but you know what? We're actually going to go ahead and save it real quick. Take screenshot. Let's see.
I think screenshot doesn't let you.
It might not let me reload it upon closer examination.
Yeah. So you probably just want to like open up a note
and put this in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do that real quick. Notepad.
I think you missed a part of it.
Yeah, I'm recapturing that now. Oh.
And it's gone. Oh, this is
Control
so scuffed.
C. Oh yeah, that's the best part. Alright, we got the notepad saved. File, save as, FE1 tier list. Save. Alright.
You know what? I just realized I didn't have lunch, so I'm gonna go try and get food.
Not a bad idea.
I will be back in a few minutes.
Alright, see you then. Alright, with this tier list analysis out of the way, yeah, we've not exactly been on great schedule, but we'll figure it out eventually. Anyways, I believe that means it is time to switch the subject over to my Switch. And, here we go. Once more with the Fire Emblem One Iron Man. If I'm not mistaken, we are on chapter 18, and we've got, a few chapters left to go. Notably, the game has 25 chapters, so, oh boy. Alright, let's look at who's available. We need Sheeta, Barst, Castor, Lena, Merrick, Wendell, George, Lind, Katria. I don't think we need Ricard for this map. Shane, Aaron, Maria, Boa. And now, if we're looking for one more person to bring... I feel like the most natural person to bring here is probably going to be, like, Medea, I guess? Not just another pre-promote we have available. To obtain the Light Sphere and Star Sphere for Goto, Marth and his army must enter Raman. But waiting for them at the Chashmere Bridge is Grust's fearless Sable Order of Knights. These powerful knights block Marth's path forward. The stage is set for battle. Alright, this is definitely not something that will end poorly. But first thing we're going to do, I think, is, I want Aaron to ride out as far forward as possible, so that Shane can go ahead and, transform into him. Alright, Shane. Good unit. We're gonna need to get Lena some more staves, it seems. And Maria could also use some more staves. I'm gonna check the convoy real quick if we have any good ones. We have another heal staff. Do we have 2 Draco shields? We have 2 Draco shields, huh? Fascinating. I might just want to toss those onto, Aaron, actually. Alternatively, we could try and get Medea's stats up to snuff, but I'm not sure how good of an idea that is.
Alright, I'm back, and I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Alright, all you need to know is that we've got all of our surviving units, and, at least surviving units that we've used so far, on the map. And, our objective, this time around, is we need to get to this tile right here. We need to capture this castle, and in our way are a bunch of enemies. Conveniently, it doesn't seem as though there are any flyers. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to do an incredibly stupid maneuver and have these Pegasus Knights approach this guy with a bow. Actually, never mind, there are 2 of them, so yeah, they're just gonna wait. They're just gonna wait outside this, range until we have people move in who can actually do stuff about that. Let's see. I need to check my convoy real quick, so we have any silver weapons? We have a silver bow, but that's not the exact kind of, silver weapon I'm looking for. I think our most important play here is figuring out how on earth we're going to go ahead and get some people up to speed with our previous carries. And conveniently for that, I actually do think we have a method of doing that. And that is, I'm going to dump a lot of these weapons out of Medea's inventory here and give her some stat boosters. This is obviously a great idea. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and store away this lance. Yes, store away this iron sword. And now we begin the fascinating maneuvers. We take the Draco shield. Yes, and we take the speed ring. Now I'm going to spend a few turns making sure that Medea can go ahead and use these items and become incredibly buff. That is the plan here. It will be a fascinating plan, trust me. Martha's gonna go ahead and lead the charge because he happens to have the most move after he received those boots in chapter, like, 16 or something. No, it was earlier than that.
In chapter, who fucking cares?
I don't know. All I know is that they're boots. Boots are good.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Someone gets it.
The boots triumph everything else. Nothing else matters when you have boots.
It's basically true. Like,
Nothing else matters when you have boobs.
Marth went from 7 tiles of movement to 11 tiles of movement. Do you know how far 11 tiles of movement is?
No.
Exactly. All you need to know is it's far.
When literally every single building takes up exactly 1 tile, and also person,
Yeah. Pretty much.
every person and building takes up a single tile of space.
Yeah. It basically
Measurements
becomes
have
impossible to
absolutely
tell.
no meaning. In
Measurement
this
has
world.
no meaning in Fire Emblem, this is true. Alright. So the premise that I'm trying to go for here is I want to get my Pegasus Knights to be able to safely move in. And for that to be the case, we cannot allow any enemy archers to exist. After all, we saw what happened last time I tried to fight an archer with a flying unit. It did not go very well. Oh god, I still miss Minerva. Minerva was carrying the run, and then I was just stupid.
Minerva is dead.
Indeed.
Brave.
Oh, man. On the bright side, we still do have some decently powerful units. I say decently, not extremely, for obvious reasons. Namely, we have Aaron, who we picked up recently, and he's gonna go ahead and make some space for us. Namely by using the Rider's Bane on one of these Cavaliers. And he missed. Good job, Aaron. I'm proud of you.
2 Cavaliers.
You saw his
2
hit rate, didn't you?
No.
No? Oh my god. It's awful. Everything's
about
awful. I miss like 90% hits. Every time. So we're just going to move our Pegasus Knights into position to help out on the bridge. Now we need to pick up... I don't know if we have any staffs in the convoy, actually, now that I think about it. Do I have any? Let's see. None of these are staves. There's a heal staff here. Recover! Finally! Someone who has recovered. Now we're gonna take another... Doesn't look like there's any more staves, so we're gonna go ahead and bring out the heal staff that's here as well. Alright, it appears as though if we want to replenish our staves, we're gonna need to come over to this shop over here. I can't tell what's in this shop, because I'm not on it. I can only hope that there are some powerful staves there. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and have Marth sneak around behind our front line for a bit. Mostly so he doesn't, like, randomly get crit or something, because that does tend to happen to me. Aaron finally hit with the, with the Rider's Bane. But his chip damage was notably not enough to allow these mages to move in. Not that that would affect their movement, but I thought I could do something. I was wrong. Now that we've restored Lena's staves, we're going to go ahead and have her move towards the main group. And Maria just kind of take up a space here as well. Medea is going to go ahead and keep using some of these stat boosters. She could use the speed ring in particular. She is now incredibly fast, with 15 speed. That's like as high as Minerva's used to be. I will compare everyone to Minerva. Mostly because she was good. In the
I
meantime...
really don't like the fact that you cannot tell where anyone can move or attack.
That's why they added those features in later games.
Yeah, I know they did, which is part of the reason it's so annoying.
Yeah. Oh god. Alright, so Aaron is going to once more try and hit this Cavalier with the Rider's Bane. He succeeded.
But is he going to commit genocide?
I mean, this is a war, so... I think by default that answer is yes.
Well...
Alright, Marth crit with the Rapier, so that got
I was making an Attack on Titan reference, so hopefully not.
Joke's on you, I'm not caught up with Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Alright, so this enemy has 10 move, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
Aaron basically just, like, becomes Hitler on purpose.
Fascinating. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, that enemy paladin should be able to hit Marth from this distance, which is actually, ironically, what I want. Good job, Marth. And now he gets shot. They missed. Now he gets shot again. Ouch. 5 damage. Unforgivable. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, there shouldn't be any enemies in range of, any archers in range of attacking this space, so we're gonna go ahead and have Katria try and, take this one down with this low-use silver sword. She did pretty good, but didn't quite get it all the way. So in that case, we're gonna go ahead and finish off with... Come on. Lind, use Thunder! And Lind missed, but she made up for it by surviving and then hitting again. Man, every time I see a unit miss in this game, I'm just traumatized. I just instantly think they're going to die, and it's like, man, not again. I know what trauma. Thinking, man, not again.
I mean, yeah, that's, kind of how trauma works.
Yeah.
It is called PTSD.
Indeed. So we're gonna go ahead and move Shade onto this fortress so that he can draw out that archer. And Medea, in the meantime... yeah, she doesn't really have much she can do right now, so we're just gonna try and move everyone a bit closer to those shops. In the meantime... Aaron is going to go ahead and try and block off this section a bit more. Barst is going to move up as far as he can. Merrick's going to move up just a bit. George is going to occupy this space here. Castor is going to get into position to do something, hopefully. As will the rest of our units. Foot units in this game have a distinct, or in this whole franchise really, have a distinct disadvantage because they don't necessarily move very far. In the meantime, we try and move Medea as far as we can. And we can end the turn there. Alright, this enemy's probably going to try and stab Marth from a distance. He succeeded. I love having, javelins. Can throwing a javelin be properly described as stabbing someone from a distance?
I mean, yeah.
Exactly. Alright, Sheeta's gonna go ahead and try to use the silver sword on this bow wielder. She succeeded.
arrows are just the knife equivalent of javelins.
Indeed.
If javelin was like a great sword,
If a javelin
maybe
is
just a sword even.
if a javelin is a sword, a knife is or an arrow is a knife.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and chip this guy
It's
down
just
with
a
the rider's
smaller
bane.
stab.
Good job, Aaron. I'm proud of you. Level 3, he gets speed and luck. We love to see those stats. In the meantime, let's see. I think there's a few particularly dangerous people here, but I'm not actually sure if I should be too worried about any of them. Namely, I'm going to go ahead and use a heal staff here. No, I'm going to have my clerics do this. Maria, use the heal staff. This one. Alright, Aaron's been topped back off. Now we're going to have Barst go ahead and help hold this bridge with a plane axe. Medea is going to go on a bit of a shopping trip, I think. Perfectly normal thing to do in the war. Boa and Wendell are going to prepare to be close by in case they are needed. Castor is going to be close by just in case as well. I love choking points. My favorite thing to do. And that should be everyone. Alright, Barst is going to get stabbed from a distance. Foe used Fortify. What that does is heal... I don't know how far, but it heals a lot of units on a lot of the map. Anyways, with this archer drawn out, we can now safely engage him. But before that, I feel as though we need to take down this paladin. So we're going to use the Rider's Bane on him. Keep in mind, I'm using a weapon that is effective against that enemy, and he still just doesn't take damage. Wonderful. Alright, so in the meantime, what we can do is there are no more archers in range of the enemies, so we can go ahead and have our own flyers move in and start putting in some work. Gonna make space by having Barst attack. He missed. Good job. Alright, so what I can do then is I can have Castor go ahead and use the silver bow to snipe this enemy. Castor unironically is my highest strength stat in my entire army, and I don't know how to feel about that. Level 18, he gets strength and defense. Look at this guy's stats. He has 18 strength. He has 18 strength. He unironically one-shots half the normal enemies in the game. Alright, in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and have Medea see what's in this armory, because she could use some new weapons. Yeah, she's gonna go ahead and pick up a Silver Lance and a Killing Edge, I think. Perfect. Shane is gonna go ahead and try and encircle this archer, as well as move up and... Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I want Shane to move that far up, because I'm not sure when his transformation ends. Either way, he's gonna move up. And now, in order to protect...
I'm gonna be back again.
Alright. In order to protect Shane, what we can do is we can heal up Marth, and then have Marth choke that point. Enemies should theoretically choose to attack him over Shane. Not that I think Shane's in any danger unless he untransforms, but that's precisely what we're trying to avoid here. Alright, let's see who else could use some healing. So I think it's basically just Barst right now. So we're gonna go ahead and have, I think this is Maria? Yes, this is Maria. She's gonna heal Barst. Who's faster between Lind and Merrick? 11 speed on Lind, and Merrick has 7. I think Lind is just overall more defensively inclined because of that, so we're gonna move Lind right here. Merrick is gonna move right there. Lena's gonna stay somewhere relatively safe. George is gonna still make up the back line. Katria is gonna go start picking up weapons and such. And Sheeta is honestly going to do the same. Boa is going to occupy this fort. And that looks like a good turn to me. Alright, these enemies are targeting Marth. Marth's rapier broke. Unfortunate, but we can work with this. The enemy used Fortify, so I'm not sure if these guys have received healing. Looks like they have. Oh, that guy had a killing edge. This could have ended very poorly. What am I doing? So we're gonna go ahead and chip away with Thunder. Good job, Lind. I'm proud of you. Marth, I'm going to throw caution to the wind and once again attack this guy with an iron sword. Marth hits. Good job, Marth. Let's see what you get this time. Strength, skill, luck, and max HP. I can work with those. Alright. So now I'm gonna go ahead and have Medea actually dump her inventory into the convoy real quick. Mostly so I can find things to sell. Yes, I'll need to store that. Actually, I think I'll give her the secret book too. At this rate, might as well just stack all of them on her. Yes, alright, now we take out some things. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take the secret book. This will increase her skill. We'll take the secondary Draco shield. And now we'll take the... Well, I don't think we'll be getting anyone to promotion anytime soon, so we're going to go ahead and take the Hero Crest and the Paladin's Honor so we can sell them. Definitely not a terrible idea. That should be it for that. Now I'll investigate these other shops. So the shop on the top right has Vulnerary, Mend, Recover, Blizzard, Elfire, and Bolganone. Not bad at all. The shop in the bottom left has Fire, Thunder, Blizzard, Elfire, and Bolganone. Not bad at all again. Wait, selling isn't a thing in this game, is it?
I don't know, is it?
I don't think it is, not in this game. I've made a miscalculation.
I've made a terrible mistake, and nothing will ever fix it.
Oh no, it can easily be fixed. I just,
Nothing will ever fix it.
Nothing will ever fix it, indeed.
Nothing will ever fix it.
Alright, I might want to pick up some Levin and Silver Swords in a minute. In the meantime, what I can do is, I honestly don't think that these javelins are going to be of any use now that I think about it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop one of them. Yeah, I definitely need to sort out Medea's inventory here.
Clearly, javelin is synonym for useless.
I wouldn't normally say so, but in this game they're so hilariously heavy that you physically can't, like, continue attacking after it, so it's just like, oof.
Why would a javelin be heavy? You need to throw the motherfucker.
It's precisely because you're throwing it. It takes more energy than a normal stab, so you can't do it as often.
That...
I don't know, I'm trying, I've got nothing. Castor's just gonna kill this guy with a bow. Bonk.
not how this works.
I know it's not. I
There's
think
no reason for a javelin to be heavy, because they're probably going to be made of a lightweight wood with a small, possibly not even metal, like arrowhead, large arrowhead, basically. They're gonna be as light as possible, so you can throw them.
Unfortunately, there's one thing we are forgetting here, and that is game balance. Now, Fire Emblem 1 is not distinctly balanced, but it likes to keep up the air that it is.
It's doing a poor job.
I can't disagree. But when a weapon is capable of attacking from 2 range when it's normally supposed to attack from 1, something has to be given up in exchange, surely. Surely.
I mean, are they not like a limited resource?
Oh, they are. They are.
Yeah, that's what. Right, they're somewhat high damage. They shouldn't have more range than a bow. They should have significantly less.
Well, the thing is, bows only shoot 2 range in this game too, so...
Is 1 range melee?
1 range is melee, 2 range is ranged.
Okay. So maybe bows should be 3 relatively low damage. Not great accuracy.
That's true. That's what they tried to do in Gaiden, which is the game after this one, and Gaiden bows are kind of awful.
I mean, 3 range, somewhat low.
I've made a
accuracy
miscalculation.
and damage.
America's alive.
And then javelins have quite a bit more damage, probably about the same accuracy, but are a limited resource and only have 2 range.
That might work. Well, every weapon in this game is a limited resource, so it's like...
Is it?
Yeah, every weapon in this game has a distinct number of uses. For example, Catria here is carrying a silver sword with 4 uses and a silver sword with 17 uses. Silver swords at base have 17, I've just used one of them a lot. Alright, Shane has untransformed, which could be slightly problematic if we're being honest.
That is kind of dumb.
Well, he's a very gimmicky unit, so...
No, I was talking about the weapons.
Oh.
Because that is not how weapon... I mean...
Theoretically, you could get, like, literal hundreds of uses out of a weapon in real life, but this is a strategy game.
The thing is...
Maintenance.
If you maintain a weapon at all, it is going to last you a lifetime, if not multiple.
Yeah. However, for game mechanics' sake, we can't allow that.
Like, I could understand having, maybe having it limited use in battle, like, on each map, or something like that, and you have to get it maintained by someone mid-battle or you can't use it.
Oddly enough, there is a staff in the game that allows you to do that, called the Hamern staff. I'm not sure if it's in this one, though. At least future entries do have it.
Like, I could understand having a weapon be limited use per battle, or war, whatever, I don't even know.
Understandable.
Unless it gets, like, maintained by someone mid-battle. And if you run out of uses, it breaks permanently. I could understand doing that, but having it just be limited uses, period, is,
Yeah, this game,
stupid when comparing it to real life.
That is true, I will not disagree. There's just, this game really is a relic of its time, because future games do implement things like that. Like, oddly enough, FE3, if I'm not mistaken, If a weapon breaks, you carry around the broken weapon in your inventory, but you can still repair it with the Hammer'n staff. So it's like... that does happen, and in entries after,
a weapon breaking is a little bit different, because, if a weapon breaks, you have to go and get it reforged, and it's basically a new weapon, just made it from the same materials. It's actually probably slightly worse.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you're forging a weapon, you're doing the folds and stuff. And you're gonna be doing that a bit in any reforge because of, like, getting it to weld together properly and whatnot. And every time you fold a piece of steel, it removes impurities, including some of the carbon, which you don't want.
Yeah.
Actually, a fun fact, Japanese steel is, traditional Japanese steel is actually god-awful quality when it is made. The reason that katanas had so many fucking folds is because the steel was terrible quality and they had to get the impurities out.
Checks out.
Right? After all of the folds, it was actually really good steel. But before it, it was shit.
Checks out. Now comes the part of the map where we try and safely figure out how to remove an archer that is currently literally on our doorstep. I think the only logical option here is to end the turn because no one can reach it. Oh, there's an enemy there now. There wasn't an enemy there before.
Oh no, they're multiplying.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
Why did that remind me of World War II would have been a lot easier if you could split off by mitosis, as suddenly there's 4 of them.
I don't know. That's a very strange thing to be reminded of, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Alright, Medea now has 15 speed and 15 defense. This definitely was not a mistake, stacking all of my items
onto
one
Russian Badger, though. I wish literally anybody had watched, like, a bunch of his content, so I could
make such references without just sounding incredibly out of place.
Yeah.
Understandable.
What game was that? I believe it's a game called Enlisted. It's like a World War II... It's one of those World War II shooters. But the thing with this one is, you are playing as an entire squad, not a single person.
Checks out.
And it is a first-person shooter, a first-person World War II shooter, and you're just able to hot swap characters, basically, in a squad. I believe there is a game mode which is more normal World War II shooter, but there's also that one.
Well, why would you want a normal World War shooter? Yes.
Toot shooter.
Why would you want a normal World War shooter when you can just do that?
When you can literally play as an entire squad.
You are not a soldier, you're the entire army. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite ring the same as, you're not a clown, you're the entire circus.
Just Fallout 4 when you're the Minutemen General. What, you said a single person? No, I said the... You just get to the settlement. What, they said a single person? No, I am the entire army.
Would check out.
The joke is that the Minutemen never do anything. They hardly even defend their own settlements.
Fascinating.
You have to build turrets for them. They'll, like... Granted, they will defend their own settlements. They don't do a good job.
But they will technically do it.
I don't know. They might do better if any of them had weapons that weren't complete dog shit, to be fair, which I never did give them weapons that weren't dog.
Because where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in actually having them, like, well-equipped? They
and
gotta prove
also,
themselves first.
the thing is, unlike most players, where they end up stealing the good weapons that you have stored in your base, I specifically had a base that did not have any settlers, because I would kill anyone that showed up.
Including settlers.
So I didn't have my settlers fucking stealing my weapons either.
Because...
Granted, I also, didn't really keep any of the weapons, except for the, like, unique ones that I wasn't going to use.
Reminds me of the legendary support ideology. The best way to keep your team alive is by making sure the enemy team is dead. What do you think of this legendary support ideology?
I mean, yeah.
In the meantime, Martha's leveled up, gaining skill, weapon level, luck, and max HP. None of which are particularly useful stats,
The thing
if I'm
is,
being honest.
I feel like that's better to be used as a DPS, though. Look, the entire point of a team is to support each other. The DPS's role in the team is to support everyone else by making sure the enemy is dead as quickly as possible.
This is how we get to the logic that Genji is the best Overwatch support.
The tank supports the team by making sure
the team stays alive, and everyone else...
by making sure the team is not getting hit.
Yeah.
The DPS supports the team by making sure everyone that you go against dies as quickly as possible, and the support supports the team by keeping everyone alive when the other parts of the team aren't doing their job.
Checks out. Alright, now that I've thrown several valuable promotion items on the ground...
What?
What?
What the fuck just happened?
I've thrown several valuable promotion items on the ground. There's
no, not that. Fucking something disconnected from my computer and then your stream reloaded for some reason.
Odd.
But I don't know what the fuck disconnected. Because it didn't reconnect. Oh god, this computer's so fucking broken.
I would not be able to help you with that. Alright, I feel as though now is as good a time as any to start making a mad dash towards the throne and hope we can seize it in time. Normally on this map, there's supposed to be another flyer that's supposed to join us. Her name's Est, and she starts at a hilariously low level, but unironically has the best stat growth in the game. So, naturally...
She just didn't spawn?
Yeah, she just didn't spawn, because unfortunately this time around Minerva is dead as well. If Minerva is alive, you get 3 good flyers. If you can keep her alive, that is. Apparently, I cannot, even though I tried really hard. Not hard enough, I guess. I should have just let Ricard die.
You're playing Fire Emblem on the Switch?
Yes.
I didn't even realize.
I am playing Fire Emblem on the Switch. It is a actual Switch Switch port. It's great. But yeah, this was the...
really fucking annoying.
Yeah, this is the 20th anniversary? No, 25th anniversary. Not even really, like, this is the 21st I'm having a stroke. This is the localization of a game that came out on said game's 25th anniversary. Notice that I said localization and not remake or re-release. Important distinction. Please stop using Fortify. I don't appreciate it.
Never.
Alright, so, Catria's gonna go ahead and finish off this enemy. Cure it. With that, she levels up and gets Strength, Skill, Speed, Defense, and Max HP. That is an exceptional level up. If only more of my units got such good level ups, that would be great. Alright, I'm gonna make sure this boss isn't gonna, like, kill me on retaliation or something stupid. Silver Lance, so only one range. We can safely poke with magic, my favorite thing to do.
It is still so strange to me that Splatoon 3 is coming out.
Understandable, but frankly, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm just really confused why they didn't wait for their next console.
There's a plan here. I'm not sure of how good of a plan it is, but it's a plan.
I don't think it's a good one.
I mean, for what it's worth, like, it's not unusual for a video game franchise to have its sequel on the same platform.
Yeah, but, like, the thing is with Splatoon, like, the only good reason I can really think of to make a new version of Splatoon is for technical improvements, right? Which aren't available because it's the same system.
I can't disagree.
Because the thing is, Nintendo has updated the game fairly regularly. They've added new maps. They've added fucking new weapons and such. Like, I suppose they've added new outfits. I suppose if they wanted to do a rehaul of, like, the skills and stuff, maybe.
I am once more going to throw an expensive promotion item on the ground because I don't have anyone who is able to use it. Perfectly normal thing to do in war. Alright, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do a stupid and try and get some experience for Aaron over here.
I assume what they're doing is they have a bunch of ideas that they don't want to use on 2 because they don't think they're going to be able to come up with more for 3 if they don't think they'll be able to come up with more for 3 in time for the next console or whatever. I don't even know.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, but we have a cutscene now. Somehow we triumphed over Dolar's defenses, but the Fane of Raman is also dangerous. It is said that a terrifying goddess waits within to incinerate all intruders. I do not wish to provoke her wrath, but we are in need of those orbs. The orbs in question being an orb called the Light Sphere and an orb called the Star Sphere, which a magical man told us that if we visit him with both, he can give us a weapon capable of killing the final boss. So yeah, might be worth it.
I guess I'm more just worried that they're gonna make Splatoon 4 when the next console comes out, and Splatoon 3 is literally going to have, like, 2.5 years of lifespan only.
That would be unfortunate indeed.
Probably even less than that. It'd probably have, like, a year.
I mean, I can't imagine the next console coming out that soon, especially given the Switch's meteoric success.
Because, okay, Nintendo at one point specifically stated that the Switch was going to have a 7-year lifespan. And they seem to be sticking to that from everything that we can tell. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
When did the Switch come out?
Like 5 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
6 maybe?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was 5 years ago. So, like, yeah. So, in theory, Splatoon has like 2.5 years because it's coming out, you know, more than halfway through the year. But, or at minimum. But the thing is that, as we have seen with Splatoon 2, the game is, like, really started to die out now that Splatoon 3 is coming out. I mean, I don't know, it's probably about the same because there's a lot of people that are rejoining because they want to, like, get into Splatoon before 3, but there's also a lot of people that are leaving because they just don't care and they're waiting for 3.
I think either way it'll probably be... Even if Splatoon 3 doesn't do very well, at least Splatoon 2 did, and,
Yeah. I doubt that Splatoon 3 is going to do well.
Like, Splatoon 3 might unironically extend the lifespan of the Switch anyway, like, whether intentionally or accidental. Not that I think the Switch's lifespan is only
I'm just worried that Nintendo's gonna say, oh, we don't want to continue a game from the last console onto the new one again. So we're just gonna make Splatoon 4 for the new console. It's like, why the fuck did you even bother with Splatoon 3?
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. I don't know, maybe they've got something planned. Either way, back to the game. Perhaps we should send a small force. Maybe then the Fane's Guardian would not strike. And now, on to the next chapter. This one's going to be fascinating. So before we move on, I need... That is not what I meant to do. Before we move on, we have an enemy here. Tiki, a Manakee. She's unfortunately going to have to be slain here because I fucked up and got Bantu killed. It is truly regrettable, to say the least. Anyways, with that out of the way, obviously we've got a fascinating set of things here. Namely being enemy hunters that can and will shoot us at any given opportunity. A bunch of random Killing Edge mercenaries, that'll be fun. And a hero back here with a Killing Edge as well. If I'm not mistaken, this chest right here is the one that's supposed to contain the Light Sphere, or maybe the Star Sphere, one or the other, I can't remember which. However, I do not remember what any of these other things contain.
Well, might as well loot every single one of them.
Finally, someone who understands. So we're going to have a bit of an awkward time here, because, I don't think I want to bring any of my flyers now that I think about it. So that leaves Shane, Aaron. I want Ricard because he's able to open chests, and I want, where is he? Or where is she? Where's Medea? Medea's right here. Alright. In that case... I think I want Wendell, but also I don't... Or, no, I have Wendell. I think I want Boa, but I'm not sure if he'll actually matter that much. I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and trust my gut and say this is the team we're bringing.
The entire team dies.
Wouldn't be surprising. Tiki, princess of the long-departed Naga clan. Incinerate all those who would disgrace the Fane of Raman. Don't forget that I saved you from Medius after Bantu abandoned you. Unfortunately, Bantu didn't abandon Tiki by choice. He's dead now. Alright, so what I think we're going to do is we're going to have Castor go ahead and use the Silver Bow to pick off these guys. Because he might unironically be capable of one-shotting.
Nope. And almost died in the process.
Why does this keep happening to me? Alright, do I have anyone with, like, a Mend Staff? I don't think so. Who is my Warp Staff right now? Nobody on the field, that's who. Fuck. This is already awkward. We don't have a heal staff on anyone who can reach. We do have mend on Lena.
And you can't kill that archer, right?
Not with, Castor in the way.
Yeah.
This is a slight problem.
He is going to die.
I might be able to magic something up. It might unironically take, Alright, I need to check some math real quick. So, this hunter has 8 speed. Lena has 8 speed. She has 3 defense. And this guy has 9 strength. So what's 9 minus 3? That's 6. Alright, we're going to Seren's Forest real quick. Because I need to check weapon stats. Alright, bows. Alright, the bow gun has 5 might. So I need to do some math here. 5 might plus 9 strength, that's 14 damage, right? Minus 3, that's Lena will survive. Alright. Now to watch Lena get crit, just oh god, this is gonna be terrible. This is already off to a terrible start.
Yep.
But what I can do is I can use the mend staff, not the heal staff. This will recover 20 of Castor's hit points, and as long as he doesn't get crit again, we're fine. So, he's going to get crit again. Knowing my luck, of course. Alright, so what we're gonna do now... We're gonna have Medea ride in with a Silver Lance. She should be incredibly fast and bulky now, but might not actually deal that much damage. Well, she missed anyway, so we can't see how much damage she'll do. And we're going to turn Shane into Aaron back here. Mostly because Aaron has been pretty consistently my best unit. So, might as well make Shane into my best unit, right? Now, Aaron is gonna go ahead and, stroll up with a silver sword. Good job, Aaron. I'm proud of you. Let's see, can I heal Castor with anything else? Wendell does not have a heal staff, so no. We're gonna go ahead and... I think we've got one in the convoy. Man, this is already off to a terrible start. Happens when your first move gets a unit crit. So it turns out we don't have a heal staff. I think I have both of them on Lena right now, so that's awkward. So actually, we're just gonna go ahead and, we're gonna offer up Wendell as a different target for this guy to hopefully attack instead of Lena. I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. So Wendell's gonna move here with a Thunder Tome. Wendell's way faster than everyone in this corner of the map, so it's fine. Now this guy, if I'm not mistaken, has a Killing Edge, so I don't think I want Marth to move up there quite that much. Ricard is going to draw back to the convoy before he opens any doors. And we're going to take the other Master Key. If I'm not mistaken, this was Julian's Master Key at one point or another, but he's dead now, so... Oof. In the meantime, we're gonna leave George here, I guess. We'll leave Marth somewhere in this area. Have Merrick approach, and have Lind approach. See, May, can you vouch that my luck is historically bad?
Yeah.
I mean, having my first action on the map result in a unit getting crit, I think that counts, right? Alright, Aaron is slightly in danger. Lena did indeed get shot, but she survived, so we're good. Alright, so what that means I can do is I'm gonna go ahead and use the heal staff on Castor again. And we're gonna have Castor use a lighter bow for accuracy reasons, as well as speed reasons, hopefully. Alright, Castor got that kill. He's now level 19 and gets strength and defense. This guy's strength is comically high. 19 is, like, basically impossible in this game. But here he is. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do some fascinating maneuvers here. And, Alright, Lind is gonna go ahead and chip away at this guy with the Thunder Tome from a distance. Nice crit. Wendell is actually going to be moved back a space so that he can pick up a heal staff from Lena next turn. George is going to go ahead and snipe this guy with a steel bow and deal barely any damage, apparently. Aaron is kind of low, so what we're going to do is we're going to have Medea go ahead and chip away at this guy with a killing edge. Alright, that's out of the way. Now Shane, who is currently transformed into Aaron, is going to... We're gonna move up and block a space with Shane so that Merrick doesn't, or so that Lynch doesn't face this mercenary at one range. We're gonna go ahead and equip a killing edge on him. And Marth is going to block the other space, because this is definitely not a bad idea. In the meantime... Let's see, I need to check some math. 12... 8... let's see, this guy has a bow gun, which is 5 might, so 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 minus 10. Alright, there's no way Barst dies here unless he gets crit twice. So we're just gonna go ahead and leave him in range with a hand axe. Twice. Wouldn't surprise me. Bless you. That was a rough one.
Yeah.
Ah, one of my friends is online playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That'll be fun.
Clam.
Clam indeed.
Oh, why is it just Clam?
There's a plan here.
Who is Clam?
His name is Abraham, and he goes by Clam.
Alright.
Barst is indeed capable of dueling these hunters, unlike Castor, apparently. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and hand this heal staff off to, Wendell, like I said I would.
Oh.
Alright. And now Wendell is going to treat, Aaron's wounds. Could do with a bit more healing, but you know what, that's fine for now. Barst is going to go ahead and, chip away at this guy again. God damn it, not again. He got crit. What was I expecting?
No, but it should have been that.
Well, I think Barst is dead. Nobody's in range to actually attack that enemy. So, oof, I fucked up again. Classic me. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and start looting stuff with Ricard. Yeah, I think he's just dead. There's no one who can occupy that space now, and nobody's carrying a door key to open up this door. And I've once more led someone to their death. Not big surprise. So Shane... Let's see, what can we have Shane do? How dangerous is this hero? He's got a killing edge, 16 speed, 10 strength, and 10 defense. Not great odds. So we're gonna have Shane pick off this guy. I guess he's not picking him off, he's merely chipping away. Medea is supposedly really fast and bulky, since 15 speed, 15 defense. So hopefully she won't actually be that very threatened by the Killing Edge hero. Lind is going to go ahead and finish this guy off with Thunder. Alright, she missed, but she made up for it by hitting. Perfectly normal. Barst is dead. There's nothing we can do about this because of my awful positioning. And George, we're gonna go ahead and have him be positioned to fight one of these. Actually, how fast is George? 14, he'll be fine. We're going to position George to have a better spot against one of these enemy hunters. A spot where he can actually be saved if he misses an attack, unlike Barst. Well, Barst didn't miss, he just didn't kill. I'm gonna offer up a different target and hope beyond hope that the hunter goes for that one. And let's see what else I can do here. This guy has 7 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And Aaron, still not quite at great health, but he'll be fine. Alright, let us hope that either that hunter misses or goes for Merrick, and Merrick kills on a counter. In the meantime, Medea is not quite capable of doubling that hero, but to be fair, no one is as far as I'm aware. Barst got crit again. Not that he needed to be, he was only at 4 health. But you know what, these things happen sometimes. Alright, I need someone to literally just chip this guy for 1 damage, so we're just gonna go ahead and move Merrick and watch him get crit. It's gonna be great. Alright, unfortunately Barst is dead, but these things happen sometimes. Ricard is going to go ahead and open this chest. Bishop's Ring. We'll go ahead and store that, because we actually do have magic users that are looking like they will survive long enough to use it. Speaking of magic users who will survive long enough to use it, Linda's going to chip away at this hero with the Aura Tome. And miss. Wendell is going to chip away at this hero with the Thunder Tome.
And miss.
No, Wendell hit. We're good. Wendell has gained skill, max HP. Not great, but we can work with it. Let's see. We're going to retract George from the fight against the hunter, so he can go ahead and help out against the hero. 4 damage. Wonderful job. Castor is not in range to do anything. So what we can do instead is we can have Medea go ahead and attack this guy. Medea's at 2 health already. Wonderful experience, really. So Aaron's gonna move in and attack this guy. And Aaron can get it done. Finally. Aaron levels up, gaining strength, skill, and max HP. We can work with those. Let's see, in the meantime, I don't believe anyone is injured. Martha's a little injured. We can go ahead and top Martha off with a heal. Alright, there's like no more ground units really, so what's this guy wielding? Steel sword, I'm not too concerned about that. This sniper has a silver bow. Also not too concerned about that. This mage has Bolganone, which is kind of terrifying, since resistance isn't a stat in this game. So we're going to go ahead and move Shane up, and we're going to go ahead and move Marth up as well. And that looks like the end of the turn. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and have Ricard Open up this chest. Contained a pure water. This is an item that temporarily increases resistance, so we're going to go ahead and drop that in convoy. Alright, people need healing, namely Medea, who's currently at 2 health. So, staff, mend on Medea. Not bad at all. George is once more going to chip away at this enemy hunter with a steel bow and take very dangerous amounts of damage. Castor is going to assist him by chipping with the bow now that I finally got an archer in a position where they can be attacked from more than one space. Castor goes ahead and takes the kill. Let's see. Who else is still injured? Aaron could use a heal from Wendell. Alright. Now Shane is in a fascinating position to say the least. Let's see, this guy is Blizzard, this guy has Elfire, that's a steel sword, that's a silver sword, devil sword. I wonder when this fortify staff is going to run out of uses, or even if it will. And this is a sniper carrying a silver bow. Alright, let's do some math here. 8 strength. That should be perfectly fine for Medea with her 15 defense to tank. Hopefully. And there should be no way she gets doubled here, given 15 speed versus 15 speed. Alright, I might actually have Marth go backtrack and do stuff with Ricard for a bit, since Marth is actually capable of opening chests as well. Medea got crit. Not unusual, but these things happen a lot. Oh god, why does everyone always get crit? I know crit avoid isn't a stat, but still. It's awful. Alright, not much to do there. Most of this map is probably just gonna be me waiting for Ricard to unlock doors. So, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and heal up Medea. So, staff, heal Medea. Let's see. I want several people in place to take this guy down. So we're going to go ahead and position George closer so that he can actually do something. Heal him up as well so he doesn't just die on counter. Medea. I'm not moving anyone else in yet. There's a lot of enemies with a lot of good stats up ahead. So we're just gonna wait until people are in more useful positions. Yeah, this looks good to me. I seriously need to hope that there are no enemies that spawn as reinforcements on this map, because if there are, then this is going to rapidly become a very troublesome thing. Alright, in the meantime, we can now try to take down this sniper. George's steel bow has broken, so he's now only got his silver bow. Castor can go ahead and attack with... Actually, I'm not sure if I want Castor to be here, now that I think about it. He's not fast enough to avoid getting doubled by that archer. Yeah, we're just gonna let George chip away for a few turns. In the meantime, I think what I can do is, I need to bait out that hero, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cast Barrier on Medea so she doesn't face, any of the magic attack, or so that the magic attacks... That's not Medea, that's Aaron. Either way, we're sending Aaron in. And we're trying to bait out this hero. Now that I think about it, he didn't need the barrier staff. He's not going to be in range of any magic users. Well, we can go ahead and end the turn again. Oh! George isn't fast enough to avoid getting doubled either, even with the same weapon. Aaron took a lot of damage from that hero. Like, a lot more than I would have liked him to. So we're gonna go ahead and unlock this door. Alright, now Martha's gonna step in and claim a treasure. Contains 30,000 gold. Frankly, gold isn't that much of an issue, but I'm glad we got it anyway. Shane is gonna go ahead and transform into Medea, since she's faster and bulkier than Aaron, even if he's, generally a better unit. I'm gonna move Aaron back and away from that guy. Let's see, what can we do here? I think we try to have Castor go ahead and use the bow on this guy now. Maybe the bow gun, just for safety's sake. Alright, that guy's down now. An Orion's Bolt. We're gonna go ahead and drop that, because unfortunately Castor can't promote with it. We're gonna have... Let's see, who's injured right now? That would check out. Aaron is rather heavily injured. So we're gonna move Linda up a space. Wendell's gonna go ahead and drop down, and not barrier. We're gonna heal Aaron. Medea is going to take up the role of blocking things off now. Mostly since her defense is rather significantly higher than Aaron's. Now we're gonna move some people so that they might be able to attack next turn.
I still have no idea what is happening.
All you need to know is that I don't believe anyone has died yet. Other than Barst. Barst died, but... After Barst, nobody's died. This hero is a rather menacing threat. He's incredibly fast and hits incredibly hard. But you know what else hits incredibly hard? Magic in this game, because resistance isn't a stat for some reason. Like, it is, but not permanently. So what we can do is go ahead and hit him with the Aura Tome. 20 damage. Wonderful. Now with that, Lind has obtained a silver sword. Fascinating. We're gonna go ahead and put that in the convoy. Alright, how much health does this enemy mage have? 22 with 5 defense. If my calculations are correct, which they probably aren't if we're being honest.
Yeah.
I think Castor might unironically be able to one-shot that mage. So we're gonna go ahead and heal up some other units, get Castor in a position where he can attack first instead of being moved onto and then attacked. Aaron could use a top off. We love strategy here. We're apparently not good at it, though.
Apparently?
You've got a good point. We're gonna move Shane here so he can fight some of these thieves. Excuse me. This Steel Sword hero shouldn't be able to reach that spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we're good. So Shane is going to try and fight off some of these thieves. Alright, let's see how this goes. Ah, they don't want to fight him. Good to know.
It would probably just die immediately, so understandable.
Indeed. Shane is currently representing a better unit, after all.
And also that was your entire plan, was to kill them.
Indeed. Unfortunately, they seem to have some sort of understanding that they are in danger.
Of how outclassed they are.
In the meantime, Castor is going to use the silver bow on this mage, and indeed one-shot him. I was correct in my calculations, oddly enough. Castor has now hit the level cap, and he can't promote, unfortunately, so he's just going to be like this forever. But hey, 20 strength is a pretty good thing to have, if we're being honest. Like, I don't think you understand. 20 strength is a huge amount. Like, my other units tend to have somewhere around, like, 10. It's dumb. Marth himself has 12, and he's currently my highest strength unit, if I'm not mistaken. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna prank this hero because he's currently locked behind a door. He dodged.
Alright.
On the bright side, no one's in danger, but come on. Alright, who was barriered? I think it was Aaron? Yeah, Aaron was barriered, I think. That barrier is running a bit low, though. And he also doesn't seem to have any weapons that aren't effective against something. So we're gonna go ahead and burn a lot of time by having Aaron run back to the convoy, pick up a usable weapon, and come back. Alright, we're also gonna go ahead and, I don't want to trust it, but I think Shane with Medea's stats should be able to bait out this hero as long as nothing else attacks him. So these guys have 6 move and 2 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. This guy has 7 move and 1 range, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Alright, we can leave Shane here, and he should only be able to fight that hero. I'm going to hope that he only fights that hero, of course. Let's see, is anybody else in particularly low health? Well, Lena is, but also Lena's not going to be seeing any more combat from here on out, if I'm doing things correctly. So we're going to move Wendell over here. And Medea move over here. We're eventually gonna need Marth to get to that chest, but you know what? We'll work on it.
How the fuck are you even supposed to get to it?
There's some doors we can unlock.
Are there?
Yeah.
Alright.
There's 2 of them. There's this door that we can unlock and this door that we can unlock.
Is there not a wall between those little rooms and the
Oddly
chests?
enough, those aren't counted as walls, and instead are counted as pillars, which are an entirely different terrain type.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna store the Seraph Robe and probably give that to Medea, if we're being honest. Ricard is going to actually run along and start opening up the next door. In the meantime, Aaron is going to visit the convoy. Come on, convoy. Store. We're going to store the Armor Slayer since there are no armored enemies on this map. Yes, we're going to take... Huh. Silver Sword. And we're also going to go ahead and take that Seraph Robe we just got and give that to Medea probably, since she is the fastest and has the highest defense. Might as well give her the most HP as well, right?
Yeah?
Get a reliable blocker.
Get a reliable shield.
It is a great idea. Alright. Lind is going to attack the... Come on! I'm missing 90% everywhere.
That's... This should not be happening.
Mathematically speaking, it should, just not this often. Like, come on. Alright, George is posing a pretty decent threat. Shane, I'd kind of just need to hope he doesn't get crit, because I can't move Shane or else, Lind is
Why'd
in
they
danger.
put a melee enemy on the other side of that door?
Because game design is Shozo Kaga's passion. For reference, I love Shozo Kaga. he's amazing. He's the director of Fire Emblem. Or at
Why
least
did
was.
that become a meme? Just the graphic design is my passion, and then it's fucking awful graphic design.
I don't know. But either way, I'm here for it. Alright, I think the logical play here is, oddly enough, going to be barriering Castor. So that Castor can walk in and start doing stuff despite the mages being there. Castor's gonna strike with the silver bow, hopefully one-shot this thief. And he missed. Like, this isn't... I know mathematically speaking, missing is an inevitability, even if you got like 90% chance of something happening, but this is still just like... Come on. Alright, Castor is indeed a terrifyingly dangerous force for these enemies to go up against. Good to know. So much so that he's actually going to use a bowgun instead of the silver bow against that mage. And he actually doubles with that. Good to know. Medea is going to go ahead and chip away at this one guy with a killing edge. She hit. Medea is going to level up and gain skill, weapon level, and max HP. George is going to take another shot at the guy who's locked in a room, and he succeeded. George is going to level up and get nothing. He did not get a single stat on that level.
This sounds right.
I didn't want to capture actual footage of the world's unluckiest man playing Fire Emblem, but here we are. Alright, I'm just gonna keep Shane here, just in case those thieves do end up deciding to move for some ungodly reason. Martha's gonna open up this chest and get the Geosphere, which we are going to go ahead and store in the convoy. I don't remember what the Geosphere does, if I'm being honest. Either way, we're gonna go ahead and have, Aaron run all the way back to Medea so that he can deliver the Seraph Robe to her. Let's see. In the meantime, Ricard is going to go ahead and use the last use on one of his master keys to go ahead and open up this door. Wendell can't quite make it to Chip yet. We're gonna go ahead and send Lena over this way so that she can eventually heal Shane. Only issue is Shane might unironically untransform before he needs healing. Or before she's able to heal him effectively. On the bright side, at least these thieves seem intent on doing literally nothing. So Lind is gonna walk up and
sounds like a thief to me.
Try to one-shot with Aura. Pretty close. Only 2 damage left. So Shane is going to first receive healing. Staff, heal. I'm definitely not running out of healing staffs. Definitely not. I don't only have 2 uses of 2 different staffs. And Shane's gonna walk up and finish with the Iron Sword. Good job, Shane. Alright. I really didn't want to kill Tiki, but unfortunately I'm stupid. So, she's gonna have to die. It is truly a tragedy.
How could you do this?
I don't know. Don't worry, she'll come back in like 4,000 years in Awakening. I'm not even joking.
Why?
Well, she doesn't canonically die here. Canonically, Tiki lives. I am just stupid.
God fucking damn it. Is she one of the immortal dragon girls?
Yes, she is the immortal dragon girl of the game.
Oh, the?
Yes, the. I mean, Shane is also technically an immortal dragon, but he's notably not a girl. Though he can transform into girls, so do with that information what you will.
But is Shane a lolly?
Right now, no. Right now, so this is what he looks like when he's So, this red-haired portrait is what he looks like when he's untransformed, right? And, where is she? This, I believe, is who he is currently transformed into. This blue-haired portrait. However, this is the mannequin in question, Tiki, who is the immortal dragon girl of the game. And, yeah, she's going to die, unfortunately. I didn't want it to come to this, but unfortunately I'm stupid. There is no other way of... If you have Bantu alive, you can speak to her and she just, like, breaks out of the enemy's control spell and does stuff with you, but, like, since Bantu is not alive, and I couldn't bring him to this chapter as a result,
since he is dead...
she must die. It is truly tragic. In the meantime, I must get everyone into position to, fight.
Completely just fuck the boss's ass.
I'd rather that not be the terminology used, personally.
Too bad.
While Tiki might be 500 years old, apparently she's only been conscious and awake for only about 5 of that, so let's just not do that.
That's not even who I was referring to.
Ah, fuck, Castor's dead. Well, Tiki's the boss of the map, unfortunately, so...
Oh.
That was who we were referring to, whether it was intentional or not. Also, I'm stupid. I didn't think this thief would move and attack, so I just lost Castor, who, if you remembered, had 20 strength. I just unironically lost my
yeah, why did you
weapon.
expect the thief to not attack at all? They weren't attacking the person who was going to kill them if they fought them.
To be fair, there were other people in their range, and, even then they still didn't move, but apparently only after being threatened. Yeah, I'm just stupid. I don't want to talk about it. On the bright side, that thief was containing the light sphere, which was one of the orbs we needed to give to the magic man.
You just lost the guy with 20 fucking strength.
Don't worry, there's a plan.
You put him next to an enemy that could kill him, thinking they wouldn't attack.
No, there's a plan here. He was only an archer. And even though attacking from 2 range is typically
20 strength!
Yeah, but he couldn't attack from 1 range anyway, so he wouldn't have been able to use it in most circumstances. I don't know, I'm just trying to, like, this run was already a catastrophe. I'm just trying to find something worth saying to save it, and there's nothing.
There's nothing. This is the most scuffed Iron Man.
This is true.
I was going to say that I've ever seen, but it's literally the only Iron Man I've ever seen.
Indeed. So by that logic, it still is the most scuffed Iron Man you've ever seen.
Yeah.
On the bright side, Tiki is currently on the throne, and as a result...
Fuck is someone calling me? I hate these random number calls, for fuck's sake. Why are there so many of them all of a sudden?
They're everywhere.
I swear to God. Fucking phones have become completely fucking worthless.
I can't disagree.
Like, phone calls are
90%
absolutely
of the time,
worthless for anything now. Just because there's so many goddamn random number calls out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And every single one of them is a fucking scam. %90 of them are some bullshit about car insurance, and I'm just like, I do not own a car.
Joke's on you, I don't own a car or have insurance for it.
Joke's on you, dumbass. I literally don't own anything.
Got him. Alright, we use the master key. The door opens, and
I'm actually trying to think if that's true or not, and I think it is legitimately true, unless you count my Switch. Which I did not buy myself, but is I guess mine. I guess my phone and iPad would be mine by that logic as well, but...
Alright, we have the light sphere and the star sphere now. We are technically capable of giving the Magic Man the funny things to make our weapons.
I think all 3 of those actually already have insurance. Because,
Alright, good to know. Tiki's physical defense is so high, she just negates George.
I'm thinking,
So we're going to go ahead and...
think... either all Apple products have insurance, or all Apple products that my family owns have insurance because of, like, a subscription something that my dad has.
Alright, Medea has used the Seraph Robe and is now even tankier than before, which is
I guess
exactly
my Switch doesn't have insurance, actually. I don't think there's insurance for the Switch.
I'm sorry, Tiki. It must be this way.
Well, the Immortal Dragon Girl... the Immortal Dragon Lady is dead. Or soon to be dead.
Soon to be.
He's just... man.
Man.
TJ's entire army is just gangbanging this 500-year-old bully.
We don't talk about it. Please, not like that. Do not use that term in relation to that character. No, I don't want to be taken off Twitch.
It's okay, she's 500. Everything's fine.
There's
absolutely nothing wrong here.
I mean... a character can be... not... a character can be not a minor and still doesn't make it okay to do things like that. Oh god. Why do I feel like every time I have a co-commentator I need to say things to defend my image?
Because every single one of us are actively trying to ruin your image.
I know. Why?
Because it's funny.
You have a strange definition of funny.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like it actually would. Not that you have one to ruin in the first place.
I can't disagree. I'm already, like, literally my current online image, as far as I'm aware, is the fact that my Twitch or YouTube channel's description, I'm not sure which, is that I'm notable for being bad at video games, except for when I'm not. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if Medea can go ahead and use any funny stat boosters out of the
I don't even know how the fuck does Twitch even have channel descriptions? I don't know.
I don't
Where the
believe so.
fuck do you find them?
I'd find it eventually. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I need to go ahead and throw away all these axes, because I actually don't have anyone who can use them anymore. And by that I mean I have 3 people who can use them, but none of them are good enough to use right now. Oh god, this is awful. I need to empty out my convoy. How many spaces do I still have in my convoy, actually?
Just
9
0.
more. Convoy. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm not gonna let this chapter end, even though I could take the throne with Marth, because I need to do inventory management. My favorite thing to do in, Fire Emblem games. Alright, we're gonna store all of Medea's items in the convoy. Then we're going to take... Alright, I don't need the steel axe anymore since Barst is dead. I don't need this axe anymore since Barst is dead. I don't need the devil axe anymore because Barst is dead. Oh god, this is awful. I don't need this other devil axe anymore since Barst is dead.
Yes, this run is going great, I can see.
Indeed. So we're just gonna go ahead and, items. Steel axe, drop. Axe, drop. Devil axe, drop. Devil axe, drop. Oh god, this is awful.
Yep.
Alright, let's see what else I can carelessly throw away. Convoy.
Your life?
Nah, we need that. We need that to finish the Iron Man. At least Marth's life. All right.
Everyone else's life,
I've already thrown away everyone else's life.
Thrown away about half of them.
Yeah. Let's see. We don't need this Orion's Bolt, since I don't think I can get any of my archers to promotion level in time anyway. Take, let's see. We don't need a plain lance anymore, since it's a very weak weapon by this point in the game. We don't need an iron sword anymore, since it's also a very weak weapon by this point in the game. And we don't need a, we don't need a javelin anymore. So yes, take... we're not going to need... Actually, the rest of this is pretty usable stuff, so we're just gonna go ahead and stop that there. Alright, now what we do is we drop our entire inventory again. Items. Drop. Drop. No, I didn't mean to equip it. Shit, that takes up a turn. Alright, we're gonna try that again. And not mash through the menu this time. Items, lance, drop.
Oh god, I'm so tired.
Understandable. Iron sword, drop. Javelin, drop. I love ending turns over and over again with nothing being accomplished. It's like Fire Emblem support grinding in later games, but with none of the supports. Alright, so now what we do, we take... So, we're going to go ahead and take the Killing Edge again. Yes, we'll take the Silver Lance. Yes, we'll take the Rider's Bane. Yes, we'll take the Armor Slayer. Alright, that's as much inventory management as I can be bothered to do for this map, because that would otherwise mean moving literally all of my units somewhere else. Anyway, with that tragedy over... Throne! Prince Marth, before we head on to Grust, I must tell you something. You know of General Camus, the captain of the famous Sable Order of Knights. I was captured by the Sable Order when they occupied Archanaea 2 years ago. Dolar intended to utterly destroy the Archanaean royal family. But that man, Camus, protected me. He stood up to Medius when I could not. Knowing Medius's elite guards would come, Camus helped me find sanctuary in Aurelis. He has won many victories for Dolar, but that no longer matters to them, because of what he did for me. When I was a prisoner, I hated him, but my feelings have changed considerably. I hope that you will not cross swords with him. I wish to see him again. Well, we'll have to see how that goes. Well, unit selection time. Lena, Merrick, Wendell, George, Shane, Aaron, Lind, Medea. I need to get that orb off Ricard. Sheeta and Katria can come along. Maria and Boa can come along. And I need to find units to make up the losses I've suffered. So I think that'll mostly be... Does Beck have any funny things? He does have the Thunderbolt arrow. We're gonna bring along a Ballistician. It's gonna be hilarious because they can only move 4 tiles a turn. I wish to avoid a battle with you, General Camus. Fighting you would serve no purpose. Princess Nina wants to see you too. Forget the quarrel between us and lay down your weapon. It is too late for words, Prince. My homeland has joined the cause of Dolar. As a knight of the glorious land of Grust, duty demands I fight to the last. By defeating me, you will avenge your father as well. Let our blades meet gallantly. Camus, wait! I beg you! Wait! I cannot bear the thought of you and Marth fighting. If you would only lend us your strength, please! I am sorry, Nina. If it were possible, I would. But my homeland is on the brink of ruin. I cannot betray my people. Though our time together was short, it meant much to me. I hope that you find happiness. Now, farewell. And just like that, Camus has signed his life away. He is willing to die for his cause, and there's nothing we can do to change his mind about it. These things happen sometimes. Alright, so I think what we want to do here is... How long does this Ballistician's move range? So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're not in any danger of anything funky happening here, so we're going to go ahead. Sheeta. Convoy. Store. We're going to go ahead and put away the Levin Sword for just a bit. Yes. And we'll be taking the Skydrake Whip. Took well over... I don't even know how long it's been. This is Chapter 20. Sheeta joined us Chapter 1. But we've finally gotten an item that will allow her to promote. This is going to be an incredibly awkward journey, to say the least. We're going to need to visit those shops, I think. Is there anything of note? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's nothing of note that would prevent us from checking out their inventories, at least. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move Katria to do as such. Alright, Shane is gonna go ahead and transform into Aaron again. And while Aaron tries to, he's not quite in range to tank that upon closer examination. So these guys have Hoist Fum and Aerospate. Beck has Thunderbolt. Alright, well, I'll at least try to... Actually, how's Marth's movement gonna cover this distance? Not as well as I'd hope. So Marth, Aaron, and Medea are gonna go ahead and start setting up to choke this point. That's not really a point, but rather just somewhere awkwardly in a forest. Bless you.
It's all
Understandable. We have moved on to the next chapter. And the final boss of the chapter, not the game, notably, is someone that we do not want to fight, but must fight anyway. As it so often goes.
It's the Dragon Lily again.
Oddly enough, no. Unfortunately, she's dead for good. Not canonically, but she's dead for good.
In this timeline, she is.
Indeed. We must fight Camus. He is a paladin. He is debatably the strongest soldier alive right now. Especially given the fact that all of my strongest soldiers are dead. He has the Gradavis Lance, which is a legendary lance that I believe does some whack-ass shit, like can be thrown at 2 range while still being lighter and more powerful than practically any other lance in the game. This is gonna be fun. In theory, I believe Est should show up here, but in practice, Minerva's dead, so that might not happen.
So are you also not able to recruit this guy with the lances because someone is dead?
No, Camus, regardless of the people who are or aren't alive in your team, Camus will always refuse to join your team.
Oh.
It's just, he wants to be a tragic hero, and naturally being tragic is the only thing he accomplishes. In the meantime, we have some fascinating units on our side this time. I couldn't find anyone else to bring, so we have Beck now. And we actually don't have to deal with as many archers as we did in the previous map, so I felt it safe to finally bring our flyers back. Speaking of our flyers, we are going to use the Skydrake whip on Sheeta, who's been with us from the start of the game. Sheeta has finally promoted into a Wyvern Knight, or a Wyvern KN ... Frankly, her stats don't look any better for it, because I think she reached the class bases already. But you know what? She has more levels to level up now. We're also going to check these shops out real quick. Fire, Thunder, Okay, I need healing staves. This isn't helping me. This one contains more silver weapons, which I apparently could always use, because I'm apparently running out. And this one contains basic weapons. Fun. Yeah, those are all worthless with the exception of the silver one.
Everything except 1/3 of it is useless.
Indeed. In the meantime, Merrick, come in with Excalibur and crit. We love to see it.
Why does
Level
this
speed,
random
max HP.
dude have Excalibur?
Perfectly normal. Better question is, why is Excalibur a magic spell?
Yeah! That is a better question.
God damn it, Lind. Hit your fucking... hit your fucking spell tomes for once, please.
Why is Lynn so useless?
It's because of the way magic works in this game. Since no enemies or player units have resistance as a stat, unless something changes that, like say using a pure water or a barrier staff, you inherently don't really get much access to resistance. So as a result, as a balancing measure, magic actually cannot have an increased amount of damage over the tome itself. I seriously hope I'm not miscalculating these guys' range, or else several people might die. In the meantime, we need to get the Star Sphere back into Convoy until we need to actually use it. So we're going to go ahead and store the Star Sphere. And I shouldn't need anything else. Alright, so let's look at what all I need to accomplish. There's a village here that I should visit with Marth, and other than that, I think I just want to unlock this bridge, because otherwise I'd have to take the long way around, and the long way around does not look fun because there's a lot of forest there. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn then and see how this goes. Probably not well. That guy's running away to heal. Marth took a meaty hit, but he should be fine. Aaron's Silver Sword broke. The enemy used the Fortify Staff, so everybody on the map has been healed by some amount, but I'm not sure what the actual amount is. Alright, Lind, try again with the Oratome.
Maybe you can actually do something this time.
She actually did. 20 damage is a lot for these guys to take, so I'm fine with that. Aaron's gonna finish off with a Silver Sword. Good job, Aaron. Strength, skill, and max HP. He's really becoming a good unit by now. Alright, now we're gonna have Merrick come over and hit this paladin with Excalibur. Could be better, could be worse. Let's see. In the meantime, we're gonna have... This is Medea? Yes, this is Medea. Medea's gonna go ahead and use the Rider's Bane to finish this guy off. Never mind! An effective weapon somehow only had enough might to deal 1 damage to that guy. Granted, the prospects of using literally anything else to that aspect were, let's see, this guy has how much defense? 11, and Medea has 7 strength. Okay, actually, what? I need to look something up real quick. Lances. Alright. The Rider's Bane has 5 might. But, huh. That makes 0 sense. I'm not good at math, but, I think effective weaponry is supposed to do triple a weapon's might against a certain type of class. And if that's the case, 7 plus 15 notably does... 7 plus 15 minus 11 notably does not equal 1. Either way, I'm pretty sure we can recover from this. Let's see what I can do. What can I do here? I think I need Cheetah to get a 11 sword again. So we're gonna go ahead and take the 11 sword. I shouldn't need anything else. Oh, this is awful. Why is Marth holding a Bolganone? He can't use Bolganone. Alright, I need to have some fascinating strategies here. Namely, Boa is gonna sneak around here and use L-Fire. Good job, Boa. I'm proud of you. Boa is going to level up, earning no stats whatsoever. Now, Beck is going to go ahead and move in. And Jesus Christ, he can't move at all. He has 2 spaces of move because there's a forest in front of him. Thunderbolt! Beck lied to me about his abilities. He said Thunderbolt should be able to get rid of a ballistician. He lied. In the meantime, at least we can cast, I'm gonna break Wendell's Thunder Tome on this guy. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Maria is gonna walk up and heal Marth. That's not Marth. I'm good at this game. This is, fascinating. I'm just going to kind of pray that this ballistician chooses to shoot Marth instead of anyone else. Let's see, can I save this with, like, a physic? No, I cannot. I need... Hold on, did status conditions even exist this far back? What does the recover staff do? Restores all HP to an ally. Huh, that is not what I thought the recover staff would do. In other games, it typically just cleanses an ally of their status effects. But status effects didn't exist back then, so it checks out that it would do something else. Either way, there's not much we can do about this, so we're gonna go ahead and have Shane, as Aaron, if I'm not mistaken. Just try and do what little chip damage he can. God damn it. And Marth is gonna move in with a silver sword. Try and do what little chip damage he can. And now I don't actually think George is capable of damaging this guy, but we're still gonna move him relatively close, just in case. Now, if I understand this game correctly, that, ballistician is going to back up and hit Marth instead of hitting someone more vulnerable. Though also, I could just be gravely mistaken. Please tell me that Paladin's still on healing AI. He is not. This is troublesome. I think Marth dies here. Strength, skill, luck, defense. Unless he somehow manages to tank this ballistician shot, Marth is dead. Marth dodged! Yes, we live! That was definitely calculated. What are you talking about? Alright, Merrick is once more gonna go ahead and use Excalibur on this guy. Or this is a different guy that he used it on earlier. Alright, so what happens next is, none of these Sable Knights have 2 ranged weapons, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna move Marth up just a bit, still keeping him exposed to the enemy, but we can use the recover staff. And by that I mean we can give the recover staff to someone else who can actually use it once they're in range. In the meantime, what we need to do is we need to top off Medea and get Shane to the front lines. So staff, heal Medea. Medea's gonna take the front, and Shane's gonna also do that. Beck is just gonna be in the back so he can poke with his ballista, as you do. Staff, not staff, items, recover, trade to Wendell, and staff, recover on Marth. Marth definitely didn't almost die. He's full health. Nothing wrong with my strategies. Linda's gonna be close. Cheetah is going to start making her way over to the fight as well, since she's finally promoted and has decent inventory. Ricard is going to prepare to unlock this bridge, but not quite do it yet. Katria is also going to poise to poke. George will do the same. And Aaron is going to receive healing from Lena. This is Maria, not Lena. And that's the turn. As expected, Est hasn't shown up yet, most likely because Minerva's dead. Marth took a lot of damage from that, but you know what? He's fine. He's alive. You know who isn't alive? Shane. And I didn't realize that Paladin could go on that mountain. So, unfortunate, but this is where Season 2 ends.
Is Marth about to die?
Oh no, Marth is dead.
Oh.
A Paladin somehow managed to move onto a mountain. So, Marth took 2 enemies instead of 1 that enemy phase.
He got double teamed.
Indeed. It is, one way of putting it, to say the least. Either way, oh Marth, for you to die here. Restore game from most recent save? No. Well, I think I'll be ending the stream here for today, given,
Given that the run is dead.
I mean, last time the run ended, I didn't end the stream there because, Marth died in the first 15 minutes of streaming. But we've got a good 2-hour stream of,
Yeah.
Oof. Marth is dead, though, so, I think now's about as good a time as any to review that tier list. So, I have Seren's Forest open, which is a wonderful, excuse me. It's is my audio coming through okay, May?
I think so.
Alright, because my left speaker on my headphones just died, and I have no idea what's up with that. I've got to go get new ones. Anyway, on an unrelated note, Seren's Forest is a wonderful resource for all things Fire Emblem. It tells you a lot of stuff. It's where I figured out a lot of the mights of weapons, but apparently not anything about effective weapons. That might just be me, though. Anyways, we're going to go back to the tier list. So, in this episode, Est didn't show up. Tiki is dead. You know who else is dead? Barst. You know who else is dead? Castor. Let's see. Shane also died at the very end. Beck technically did something. Let's see. Marth died. And, yeah, this is looking about right. This was, This season was a bit of an oof. We've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've lost 18 people this season. Granted, in the case of someone like Samson and someone like Tiki, they weren't exactly available to be recruited anyway. So those numbers are slightly inflated, but only slightly. Anyways, I'm gonna take a break from the Fire Emblem 1 Iron Man series and instead focus on a different series for the next Friday. Which, if you saw the previous installment of The Messenger, you'd know what it is. Because that was taking on The Deal. That's what we'll be doing from Friday here on out. And by here on out, I mean for 1 or 2 weeks. Probably, maybe 3. Anyways, that'll be all for today, and I shall see you all later. Do my co-commentators have anything to say?
No.
Fair enough. Tune in tomorrow for whatever my friends decide to do. Monday for more Tales of Symphonia. Wednesday for the launch of our new platformer series, going to be Ori and the Blind Forest. And Friday for the new Challenge Run series, which is going to be The Deal.
It looks like what's going to happen is Risk of Rain, possibly.
Hopefully.
It might also be Balloons, Terraria, Stardew Valley, or Roblox.
I need more people to vote. I can't deal with this indecisiveness. I'm already terribly indecisive. I leave it up to my friends to make the decisions for me.
Right now, Risk of Rain has 3.
All
Balloons,
right.
Tower Defense, Terraria, Stardew Valley, and Roblox all have 2.
Checks out.
And then there's a few other that only have 1.
Alright, so we're probably playing Risk of Rain on Friday then.
No, tomorrow.
Today's Friday. God, I'm asleep. I'm gonna pin it on an hour or 2 hours worth of decision fatigue that I can't think of anything. Because decision fatigue is a real thing, and that's why Iron Mans are hilarious to stream. Anyways, see y'all then.